Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 111, day 3. So today, we're going to be doing quite a few things today. First things first, of course, we have ourselves the Yellow Guild War, as is to be expected. The other thing we have, we are finally maxing out the hero class, which actually has a trial event this day, or not trial event, whatever you call it, the class trial. So yeah, trial event, kind of. Too many things with the word trial in it today. But yeah, we'll be getting this done. And with the free XP that we get on the bottom, we will finally go max out our Spirit Walker after like 2 months of delaying it. Aside from that, what other things do we have going on? Oh wait, did I let me go close out the Epic thingy. 1 second. Why is Epic Game Launcher in the background? I hate when it does that. Like whenever I launch the computer, it's like, oh, I haven't set it to like not launch on launch. But anyways, okay, so yeah, we'll be finishing out the class event, getting that to level 100. Aside from that, not that, we will be going and obviously still spring event. I'll be getting the pet. Gosh, we're doing so many things today. So Yellow Guild War, start with that. Maxing out the spring pet, or you know, getting the gold one. Technically already maxed it out. We're going to be maxing out the hero class, the Spirit Walker, which means we'll have every hero class max again. And of course, the class trials. So we're going to be going through every single kingdom and basically ordering them in order of what is basically optimal, or as optimal as we could pretty much get any of them. And that's pretty much the game plan, is to go through most, if not every kingdom, or at least the ones that we can go through. We can't go through absolutely every single one. But yeah, that's the game plan for today. And just kind of mess around with that. As there's a newer feature from version 6.9, even though we can only do the extended battles for whatever the current week is, in this case, Volpacia, we are capable of, you know, seeing what the actual team is that we'll be using for all the other kingdoms. So I'll be taking a peek at that. But first things first, let's go set to Guild War and go do Guild War things. So let's go over to Guild Wars, and see what we're up against. I believe we won once. Yeah, 1 out of 9, which slightly worse than Monday, but otherwise seems okay. Also, we had like 0-10 earlier, and it went to 2-16. So luckily 2 of them lost at some point in there. Seems like we have about a 10% win rate with these teams at this point. About 10%, about 10%, about 10%. Technically slightly higher, but it's about 10%. We did it perfect last time. Well, obviously, we're still Paragon right now. We did 9,600 yesterday. The first day wasn't as good. I think we did 9,300. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother restructuring the team to try to go for higher score, though. What am I currently using? Yeah, honestly, I'm fine with that. Ropedart, Ubistet, Ropedart, Ubistet. Arachnian Weaver's more so just there to not lose rather than to win quickly. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Just double check that it is indeed yellow day. All the things are yellow. We're actually winning by a lot. Have they not done their battles? Yeah, they haven't done their battles. That would explain why. Interesting. Where are they in the bracket? Deadly, Oklahoma. Okay. They're right below. Oh gosh, they're... Well, we are guaranteed to make at least third to last, because there is no way we are going to have less points than either of those 2 guilds, even if we tried. But yeah, it really comes down to how we do on the other ones. It's hard to tell because we don't know how many battles they've done. Like we're as soon as we do our battles, we're gonna shoot up like right here, even though it looks like we're kind of low right now. So hard to tell, since a single person doing their battles can completely shift that leaderboard. Since to this day you still cannot check how many are remaining. But anyways, yeah, Ropedart, Ubistet. I don't think we need to change anything else. Just double checking everything. Looks good, and we're running 20% into 8 magic. Anyways, hello everyone. Hope you guys been doing well. Start from the top. Hello Tyrion. Hello Maximus, hello Roman, hello Lester. Oh yeah, the not the Typhlosion. Wait, which one did you say? The Inteleon. Oh yeah, we'll need to go for that. Oh yeah, I need to go trade Isabel for the thingy thing later too. Hello Roman, hello Lester, hello Genki, hello Maximus, hello Bill, hello Stacy, hello Isabel, hello Draco, hello Logic Slayer, hello Cookie, hello Oh, can I post the team code again? Sure, I can go do it real quick. I need to get out of this battle first, so you know once we finish. Hello, Supernova. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Yeah, I'll go put the code for the team we're currently using in a second. Unfortunately, can't do it mid-fight. His stats are really weak. Actually, wait. He's so weak, I can immediately Weaver him. How are his stats that low? Wow, that is absurdly low stats. We just did one-shot Weaver on turn 1. Or turn 2, whatever that was at that point, but, you know. But yeah, here's the code. That normally doesn't happen. You'd have to have really low stats for that to be able to one-shot you immediately. Oh wait, I'm like trying to go all the way out as if putting it into the game itself. But there you guys go. That should be the right code. Let me know if it is or not. Not sure if it copy pasted or not. I clicked the button, though sometimes it gets finicky. But it should be the right team. That or that's yesterday's team, and I never got it off a copy paste. You'll find out immediately if it's not a yellow team. Anyways. Oh yeah, we also have raid. I should probably go do that. Wait, is the guild already done? Never mind. Well, I guess we don't have to do that anymore. I kind of forgot. Oh, a double ingot. Ew. Well, let's update the number. We haven't been ingot farming. I was planning on opening more vault keys this week, but with the new update with the trial system, we kind of been focusing on that a little bit more. And, you know, just Guild War and other events going on, like spring event. Anyways, anything I need to change here? Not really. I think we're good to go. Banner's already correct. Everything else. Oh, yeah, what is our banner right now? Brown, blue? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we don't want to set into yellow. Oh, well, we could. A lot of teams are very heavy converting into yellow. Very few teams actually deny the color of the day, oddly enough. Yeah, look at how much durability we have to deal with now. They were like 60 on the previous battle. Now we're up against 125 and 132 with spell reduction. Insane how big of a difference we just jumped from. He's also running rope dart. However, he's not running stealthy rope dart, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. Though we definitely don't want him getting mana on that if we can help it. Alright, so right off the bat, we need to do something that will make him not have as much value. He's gonna go for Skull over there. Unfortunately, there's not much I could take that will really help us on this particular turn, so I'm just gonna take that for now. I'll take Skull, which is fine. I can take red-blue, that gives him another purple. I'm trying to see what our best option is here. I'm kind of tempted just to take this brown. Oh, wait, no. Wait, does that give us anything? No. Trying to make sure we don't give him anything, though. I honestly just want to kind of take this, but he ends up getting another 3 out of it. So it'll be his only 3 if he goes for Mercy. But still, we have to minimize any mana he's getting. I'm still going to give it to him, though. Okay, good. He went for the wrong one. The only problem now is he's going to have a billion alignments. Oh, no, I can't stop them all either. Actually, I can't stop any, can I? I can make it a 4 times. Ooh, that's kind of a sketchy situation, then. Because the best I can do... Let's double check. Yeah, the best I can do is actually move this brown to the right. Oh, no, but then that gives him 5. Oh, no, I can't. Because if I move this up, he gets a gigantic 5 times. And into a red. Wait. Oh, even if I leave it. Honestly, I might just leave it as is and try for Cascade. Because anything we do gives him a lot of value. Because I can't take brown over or he gets 7 times yellow. If I take it this way, he gets 7 times yellow. If I... What's the other option? Is there another option? Let's see if there's some kind of weird cascade. I could take this and give him an even bigger amount of yellow, but try for cascade over there. It's not really going to do anything, though. Ideally, we need blue, but he just denied blue, so we can't even rope dart up for it. I'm not seeing a safe location. Red vertically there doesn't do anything. Red over there doesn't do anything. I can't match any of the purples. I can't even cascade the yellow to a yellow, which would actually be pretty nice if we could get that much mana. Trying to see if we have any verticals. I honestly kind of just want to take this red to yellow. And just test our luck from the sky. Because we're already giving him so much mana. Giving him slightly more into that more mana might not make that big a difference. Alright, so he's going to get a lot of mana here. That we already know. He rope darted our rope dart, which is unfortunate. What's our current board state? Probably just take another yellow, rope dart him, and go from there. He's going to Mistralis, though, which will give him a lot of value. I'm actually going to go for brown, and the main reason for this is it's probably going to backfire if we don't. I can take vertical here. I'm tempted to take it over here, though. And, oh, we got double brown, unfortunate. Not what we actually needed there. So he's going to skull poke us. We kind of knew that would happen. That's why I went for Gurgulfa mana there. Just a safer play. And now we can actually start to try to win if he doesn't go too crazy right now. Depends what he rope darts. Okay, that's fine. Alright, this is still winnable. This is a very sketchy winnable if it is. Mercy's still going to do Mercy things. We're frozen on brown, which means I can't actually take that, which is very unfortunate. I might still have to take it, though, just to make sure he doesn't. Even though we don't get really any value from it. So he skull pokes us. We're still frozen on brown, so we're going to have to give him the other one, I think. Unless we want to pass our turn again. But yeah, we're just going to have to let him take the Mistralis. He's not going to have full mana for the other thing quite yet. Let's see, is that enough damage? No, it is not. He doesn't get skull poke either, which is nice. So he's about to. Rope dart. Yeah, I think we're dead. He got us. But yeah, there was just an unavoidable 5 times there that we couldn't really do anything to. But I do believe we have lost, which means we don't get Paragon then. Alright, we'll take that one over. We got rope darted. And slowly but surely. Let's see, can we cheese it with that? No. Stralis damage killed it out. Ah, there we go. First battle already dead. Luckily, it should be the only one unless we get a very unlucky starting board every single time. Which is definitely possible. This team doesn't carry an Empower. So sometimes you just get really good starting boards that we can't do much against. Okay, it seems like round 2 of that. Wow, okay. There's 2 5 times, I can't deny either. Why is they getting so lucky today? Why on earth are they getting so lucky? Okay, we can try for yellow off the sky. Hello, Midum, welcome. Hello, Draco. Hello, Maximus. Hello, JJ. Welcome, welcome. Okay, well, we just lose again. Gosh, do I need to start running Empower? Do I need to run an Astral Spirit to deny my own yellow? I've done that on Yellow Day many times before. Like, literally using Astral Spirit just to deny our own yellow for our own safety. Because everyone runs this exact double Empower. But yeah, we just die here because there's 2 5 times. We can't deny both. I tried over here and try for double purple. It's very unlikely, though. Nope. It's worth a shot, though. It's one of our only ways to even have a chance there. I think we just lose twice in a row. To double Empower. Oh, do we really have to start running Astral Spirit again? Or, like, convert yellow to purple on Yellow Day? Because I used to do that in the past for this exact reason. Yeah, we just lose here. We'll have to take the skull just so he doesn't. He goes for book and then just spams book for a billion years. We have 0 attack on everything. We're gonna double lose. Wow, that was a really quick lose too. Let's see. Can Ubistet do anything? Go, Ubistet, you got this. Hit that 0. There we go. Yeah, that is 2 really unlucky battles. So that one was even unluckier than the other. Oh, don't make me have to put Astral Spirit or something back on the team. I really don't want to have to put an Empower back on this team. But we might have to. Just to make sure we don't get completely luck rolled at the beginning. Alright, can we do anything here? Well, I have to deny the blue convert. So we'll take that one. Alright, that makes it so he doesn't get as much value there. Okay, finally, a board where we could do something. He does not get to auto-win this time. So we'll take that, he'll do a thing. He hit on Gorgoltha, which is actually optimal for us. And now we win. Alright, so now it's over. Oh, we are still frozen on last slot, though, which is slightly unfortunate. Our rope dart's also not operational quite yet. But we're in Ubistet range, so I'm just going to go for it. So we'll double kill there. He'll rope dart us. Fortunately, it's on hero, but we just do this, get all of our mana. And then we can rope dart into Weaver, assuming we even have it still, which we do. Are any of you closer to kill range? No, you're both, like, equally there. I'm going to do it on you, though. That is not enough, but I could skull poke into Weaver, and then we get a resummon. So we do that. Oh, wait, that's not going to be enough damage, though. Like, it doesn't kill Gorgoltha. We just poke him back. Nothing on the board that we have to worry about. And then that's Weaver in there. Get our resummon, and then you're dead. There we go. Now that's how the team's supposed to go. Gosh. It's hello, Analyst! Hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Gosh, double loss on same battle. That almost, like, never happens. But yeah, we might have to put Astral Spirit or Bane or Mercy or something. Bane or Mercy would actually be a fun option. Oh, wait, does Bane or Mercy use yellow? I might have to use what's her name. I know there's a red-yellow that does it. Does Bane or Mercy use yellow? I could have sworn it does. Isn't it like yellow-blue or something? What's Bane or Mercy's colors? Because I'm pretty sure we can run it on Yellow Guild War Day. I'm not sure if I have yet. I know I ran the other troop, the other Empower. I'm not sure if I've ever bothered doing Bane or Mercy specifically, though. Is he running Stealthy Hero? Yeah, I thought so, because we didn't get stunned there, so it's the only thing he could have been running. Or, you know, he had to have been running something else, I mean by that. So we'll do that. So we can't rope dart his hero, so he's anti-rope dart, which makes sense. Not sure it's going to matter much, though. We just go for board clear. As long as we don't give him something here, we're good to go. Yeah, he just takes a poke, we're fine. Is it Ubistet range? It is. I'm not sure what the secondary kill is, though. It's definitely not hero. That's funny. He doesn't get a bandit summon, because he's using that class. Is it non-stealthy bandit? No, it is stealthy bandit. That means we will be forced to have to hit Mercy here, but then after that we can hit anything we want. A little short on mana here. Gargolfa will fix it in a second. Alright, that is not kill range. It's Goopus kill range, though. It's not Weave or kill range. I'm just gonna take that over, get that down. Let's see. Taking Skull's kind of pointless here. We just want full mana on everything. So I can't rope dart hero. I would have to do this. That's Ubistek kill range, so we go for that, and then we just have to deal with hero. The only problem is it's probably going to get a summon. However, one benefit of it getting a summon is it might actually be easier to kill. And then we can just combo into that. We really don't have a good option here, though. Oh, of course, he gets a Skull off a Sky there. He's going to keep mana draining us. There's very little yellow. Though, if he gets really lucky, he could just infinite loop us here. Which is very possible with that many resummons. This is very much not over yet. Taking that doesn't do anything. Weaver's also not kill range. We're currently Hunter's Mark 2. So I don't think there's anything we can actually do about it. Red down there doesn't do anything. Actually, I would have to take Skull down if I want to take it that way. Otherwise, we give him 5 times Skull. Which we definitely do not want to do. We take blue to purple, but then he skulls us, so we really can't. Let's take a Skull. This is Ubistek kill range, so all we have to do is give him full mana and we win. You can go down the Weaver route as well if we really want. How much damage is that? Not enough. That's good. Though barely not enough. We'll take the blue over. So you do have stealthy, so I'm actually going to hit hero here. Even though that brings the other thing out of kill range. Because then we get to rope dart again. Because I actually can skull distract him here. He's currently entangled, so he can't actually do anything. Oh, at this point, I might as well kill hero. Alright, there we go. Anything else we can do here? We can also just Ubistet, but honestly, I kind of want to Weaver. Yeah, let's just Weaver it. No, it wasn't enough. Okay, good. We got a Skull afterwards. There we go. Yeah, this has been a very sketchy Guild War day. Was that the final one? That was the final one. I thought we still had one more. Gosh. Not too often we double lose there. But, yeah, we might... I don't know. We might need to consider building into Bane of Mercy, I guess. Because Bane of Mercy does use yellow. It gets to deny your own yellow, which might seem counterproductive on a yellow Guild War day. But it makes sure what happened on those 2 losses don't occur. I used to use the red-yellow version of this, whatever that was called. I can't remember its name off the top of my head. But I used to use this one for Yellow Day. Lammer Stew. But now that we have Bane of Mercy, we might want to bring Bane of Mercy next time around. It's something to consider for next Yellow Guild War Day. Even though you're denying your own color, it is actually beneficial too if you're up against Bunny Mercy. Which is just not as many ways to deal with it otherwise. So, yeah, might have to consider it next time. It'll make us have to win a lot slower, but it'll make sure we don't lose. Which would be a little bit safer. We're probably still going to keep the Gargolfa, though. I'm not sure who we'd get rid of then. Because what's our most flexible spot? It'd probably have to be Arachnian Weaver, unfortunately. Though if we were to replace same color, it would have to be Hero. And then maybe we could replace out Weaver with Hero. With a different weapon. I don't know, we'll figure it out next Guild War. But for now, yeah, we might need to bring out the anti-empowers again. Which I do on some days. Yellow Day I haven't been lately, but we might need to again. Anyways, let's go do Spring Event. So Spring Event's still going on, obviously, for the rest of the week. Today is, if you've been buying the 50 gem thing every single day, it would actually be the final day. As far as what we need to do. But you could spread out the free battles on the other days a little bit more, so you don't have to spend gems the other previous few days. However, we're going for the Power Orb, so we're going to keep doing it. But, oh wait, why am I trying to buy him immediately? Gotta use the battles first. But, let's go get him. We're currently running Marilith double Truffle into Leprechaun, and it's doing what it needs to do. What was your general opinion on the trial team test? They're very annoying. I find it fun, though. It's fun, but annoying. Like, they have a lot of stats. Like, a lot of stats. But I like the challenge of being forced into that specific team and then having to figure out what you have to do with it. It's a very fun premise. It's just some of the teams are just ridiculously awful, which, is not ideal. Oh, why'd I do it that way? Okay, good. We still had enough damage. If we didn't, there was a huge mistake. Have 4 times silence? That is true. Yellow actually has multiple ways to do 4 times silence. That does assume the enemy team has no immunes, though. And one problem with Bunny and Mercy is they both have cleanse. Bunny has it through Bless, and Mercy has a 4 times cleanse. And there are pretty much no options that can 4 times silence turn 1. Unless you get lucky. But there's no consistent way to 4 times silence turn 1. Oh, I'm just gonna explode everything. Kill it with a Marilith of all things. There we go. Marilith doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does a lot more than you would think. Like, its numbers are so small, but the amount of chip damage it gets over time actually adds up to be quite a lot. Because when you put it into perspective of how much it's hitting, total, you're getting 24 damage across an entire team, plus all the mana, which obviously is used mostly for its mana. Plus you're gaining some attack value. Every single time you take Skull, it's increasingly more damage. Not by much, but you know, every little bit helps. Hello, Mr. Z. Did you tip the Epic Trials yet? Yes, we have been messing around with it. We should be covering a video on it soon, too. I hope to have it out tomorrow. Soon, TM. But, but yeah, I hope to have it out tomorrow. Basically, I want to go over the team order for every single one of the Clash Trials. We're not going to do a battle for each, otherwise we'd be here for forever. Plus, some of them I can't even do because we already done them all. But I'm going to go over the team for all 37 of them. Ooh, nice, Eterian. Is that your first one? I farmed one a while back, and honestly, it is among one of the 5 most annoying grinds in that game for sure. I think the most annoying would probably be going for like Shiny Ditto in that game in the current state of the game. Because the way that you have to check for it is absurdly annoying. Oh, that is your first? Nice. Yeah, I got one a while back, but I did the Outbreak method for it. It's really hard to tell, but when you see it, it's very obvious. Like, if you're just moving by quickly, it's hard, but if you're doing an Outbreak for it, it's, you're paying attention enough that the slightly black tint difference is very noticeable. But it's one of the really annoying ones where if you're just running around, you're never going to spot it. Because it looks so similar. Yeah, when they're in a group, it's a lot easier. There's just one that looks just slightly different. I keep moving forward. How are we doing here? Silent one's probably a little bit too annoying. We'll take this middle battle here. I wonder if they're ever going to bring shiny cards back to Gems of War. That was a fun mechanic. It's pure RNG, though. If they ever added it, I feel like they would do some kind of unlock system where you can consistently get them. But it would cost resources to do so. Because back when shiny cards existed in Gems of War, there were like under 100 troops in the game. And all it was like a border change, so it's not like they have to do something per troop. You made a post about shiny cards recently, nice. Yeah, I really hope it does make a return. You know they're gonna make it a resource sink of some kind, though. Which specifically we don't really know, but well, in some way. I'm really surprised that over all these years they haven't yet. And they can make it purely cosmetic, too. Because we already have a thing like that that does, like, slightly stats the elite levels. with all those little gold thingies. But we don't have shiny variants. Even if it's just a border or something else around it. Some kind of animation that plays over top of it, or whatever they want to do. Something basic. Because I didn't play Hearthstone for too long. But I believe their version of shinies gave a slightly different border, as well as it just played like a basic animation behind them, thematic to like where they were from or what it was. And obviously that'd be really easy for Gems of War. There already are animations that play for each kingdom. There's about 8 unique ones, so they could literally just have that animation play behind the background. Kind of like that slight animation that plays when you have full mana, but make it like a lot more obvious when it's just shiny. And they could also just play it when it only has full mana, potentially. And not even play it when in a normal state of the game. But they could have it in both, too, if they wanted to. So why are we doing so bad on this battle? I feel like I've cast Mirrorlift like 10 times. There we go. Kept reordering us, I think is the biggest issue there. Alright, we're almost done with the event. We have now gotten all uniques. Technically, we are done as far as that is concerned. However, I still want the power orb, so we are going to still keep grinding for that over the next couple days. Pretty much until the very last day. And by pretty much, I mean quite literally until the very last day of this Sunday. And then we'll have the power orb as well. And it only costs us a few hundred gems more from now. I believe we have to, let's see, today's Thursday. So I think we have to spend 250 more gems to get a power orb, which is not bad at all. Technically 300 gems, depending on how you look at it, because we didn't technically need to buy the tier today. In that sense, because the battles we already would have had would have been enough. So for 300 gems, we get a power orb. And I think that's worthwhile. And if you count the other free battles, I guess technically 400 if you would have spread it out more evenly. Anyways, let me go take out Adventure Board. And let's go finally get this hero class to level 100 so we can say we officially have all hero classes level 100 once again. Which technically we already have been. I've just been deliberately leveling this very, very slowly. But let's go get that though. Get a Rowan in there. And I don't believe it's going to level from these battles specifically. Let me double check. Because I actually do want it to level from the Clash Trial. Yeah, I would have to do... How many is that? 11 fights? Yeah, I'd have to do 11 fights. We're not doing 11 here. Perfect. Alright, so we got it pretty much down to the T then. So as soon as we claim our EXP for the Clash Trial, we will immediately be level 100. That's the way I want to end up getting it here. I'm not sure I have ever leveled a hero class to max. I know for sure I haven't. I have never maxed a hero class specifically through the EXP that you get from the Clash Trial event. From buying gems to go to EXP I have from the Clash Trial event, but never specifically the free EXP, or, you know, like the EXP rewards that you get from the event itself. Has never maxed a hero class for me, so this will be the very first one we ever bother doing that way. The EXP has been included within our total, but never has it been the thing that made us get the final level. Until today. Yeah, we'll go do that in a moment, as soon as we clear these out. And then we'll take out all the Clash Trials, claim the EXP, and that will give us a level 100 Spirit Walker. I guess I didn't bother putting that in the title. Honestly, there's so many things I wanted to put in the title today, because we're kind of doing a little bit of everything. Because after this, we're going to clear out... well, after this, we're going to go get level 100 class. Then we're going to clear out the rest of the dailies. Then the rest of the time, we're probably going to mess with the trial event. The new trial event that came in the other day. Not specifically for Volpecia, because we already did that, but, you know, going through all the kingdoms and seeing what the teams are. Anyways, what was I doing? Clash Trial. Let's go get our max class. Oh, yeah, I don't have the team, do I? We'll grab it from the Monday video. Spirit Walker class. I'm just going with main quick kill, that's fine. I don't have a secondary damage source, but it's mostly because Volpecia has, like, negative number of options. Actually, here's how many we have to choose from. This is the total list of things we can use. Which is not a lot. Actually, technically, we could go down the Phoenix route. But I also like the premise of just mana looping. Because she can mana loop into herself. You can just keep harpering. And it works kind of like how Dwarven Fortress works and stuff like that. Where you just kind of keep looping your mana over and over and over again. Into a little circle. And they just keep getting mana. So like right here, I have infinite black mana goal. I can just cast her, which gives that full mana, 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 which then you just keep looping over and over again. It's hello, J Shar. Welcome, welcome. First time for everything. I'll say hello, Jamie. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? We'll take a purple. It's not enough mana to get our loop going, but luckily for these earlier 2 sets, I believe we could just go straight into our kill. Speaking of which, 100 kills coming in for the 20 gems. So hello, Florian! Welcome, welcome. Good old Valraven. Oh yeah, we need to make sure no Valravens escape. This is one of those modes where it is exceedingly important that one doesn't escape, otherwise we lose loot. However, even if we do lose Valraven, I believe we are getting enough sigils, or not enough sigils, well, enough points total that it actually won't matter if it runs. Ideally it won't, but because we still lose gems. But from an EXP perspective, with how much more EXP we need, we actually would not lose out on anything. Luckily. We're doing the epic trial in Volpacia, and the first trial offer is 5 pets for 1,000 or million gems. I think it was 200 gems. But it was actually pretty good value. Unless there's a glitch where that's making it a million gems, in which case, yeah, you might want to report that bug. But 200 gems for however many pets it was is actually a pretty good deal. It's half the price, or actually it's like 2/5. No, what would be the ratio? It's 2.5 times cheaper to get it during the thing, because normally it would cost around 2,300 to 3,000 gems to max a pet, give or take a little. Whereas if you do it through the star system thingy, you actually get it maxed for only 1,000 gems. Which 1,000 gems is a lot of gems, but it's also super cheap for the cost of maxing a pet. Like, ridiculously cheap. Like, that for every kingdom is 37,000 gems, which also sounds like a big number. But also, honestly, is kind of cheap to get 37 max pet for 37,000 gems. It sounds like a big number, but it actually is worth it. You got the million gems offer to buy a red fox. Someone said that the devs did it on purpose. Oh gosh. Who even has a million gems? Like, it is possible. But, like, no one has it? Unless they're doing the gemmiest gem sync that has ever gemmed. Wait, there really is a 1 million for a pet right now? I haven't checked the forum. That's kind of insane. It's not a bug. They did it deliberately until they add a confirmation screen. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what? Is there no confirmation screen on it? Did they forget to add one? That's kind of funny. They did it because of the bug. Oh, that's really funny. They forgot to do a thing. Oh, I hope they didn't undo the warning screen that's on the campaign. Because if they messed that up, they might have undid the warning screens that are on the campaign menu. Whenever we have one of those. Because that was an issue not only with Kingdom events, but also the... well, it was more so with Kingdom events than it was for the campaign. But there was a couple screens there that didn't have warning options. So you would just, like, dump a bunch of gems or something similar. It was more so an issue with, gosh, the Legend one. Because whenever we had a Kingdom event, I mean, there was no warning on the spend gems to roll a tier. And it was, like, right next to the X button. So people accidentally clicked it, like, multiple times. Particularly people on mobile, because the buttons are, like, right on top of each other. So it was really easy to misclick it. But that was a huge issue when Kingdom Pass first came out. I wonder if they undid that. Though they did say they moved its location. But it moving its location could also be in a location that's even more annoying to accidentally misclick if they accidentally got rid of the warning screen. They have since added a warning screen, but, you know, they might have had a bug that has removed the warning screen. You never know. Because they did mention they reworked some of the stuff with it this patch. And rework could mean break. Rework is just a different word for breaking. Or potentially breaking. Why did it take that? The yellow was literally just sitting there. Oops, I just did HP. No! Wait, her first cast option is HP? Oh, that's awful. Okay, I'm about to put the Phoenix thing there. No, her very first cast is not the correct one. Oh, I hate that. Honestly, I hate every choice option that has a first option that isn't good. I almost feel like never using them, but in this context of what we have available, there aren't too many other options. But yeah, her first cast is not the one you want to use. Her second cast is the one, so you can't just spam click it like we just did. You have to do this, and then do this again. It takes like twice as long to cast, but there we go. Hello, Shelly. Welcome, welcome. Just hope all been well. Mittermatch film. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we need purple or brown or anything. We'll take that. This board's honestly really horrifically bad. I kinda just want to give him extra turns just so we can wipe the board a bit quicker. So we can get things rolling. There we go. So we'll do that. Take our mana, don't spam click. Alright, there we go. Take our mana, don't spam click again. And there we go. People were posting on the forum. Unfortunately, I don't have a good way to get to links from my current setup. I could post links, but the way I have everything set up right now, I cannot actually easily click links. Also visually showing you guys. Because I actually can't copy paste the link from the thing I have. It doesn't let me copy, like right-clicking it doesn't let me copy URL. It doesn't normally, like if I do it on like the browser thing. It doesn't let me do it here. I could always just skim the forum real quick, though. Unless you know the, what's the title of the thread that has it? Because I could just find it really quick based on that. I wonder if anyone has misclicked the 1 million gem offer pet. Because there has to be someone in the game who has 1 million gems. Like, it might sound like an absurd number, but there's at least one person, if not a double-digit number, that have over 1 million. Because if you efficiently take tribute, let's say 20 times a day. Let's say 18. 20 is a little outrageous. Let's say 18. The average tribute in, like, super endgame right now, I want to say it's like 22 gems? So what is that? 16 times 22, and then that's per day over the course of years. So let's do the math on that. Let's assume 1,000 days with an average of 22. So 22, taking it 16 times per day, times 1,000. That would be 1/3 of 1 million over 3-ish years. Though that doesn't account for spent gems. But also doesn't account for bought gems or gems accumulated through any other means other than tribute. But yeah, in the current state of the game, if you took tribute 16 times a day, every day for 3 years in endgame, you would get 1/3 of 1 million gems. Which is a lot of gems. I don't do them take it nearly as much as that. Wait, that means the current state of the game, you get over 100,000 gems for free every year. If you take tribute a ton. I don't take tribute that much though. But you'd get over 100,000 a year in the current state of game if you took it on average like 15 times a day or so. Assuming your tribute's at least 20 per thing. Which anyone in super light game right now is pretty much at that point. If you have nearly every kingdom max or literally every kingdom max, you're at that point. Oh yeah, honestly, buying gems is pretty not worth it in this game. A lot of the gem offers they have not updated to scale with the accumulation of gems over time. Like, most of the costs for gems have barely changed since day 1 of the game. They've done a few tweaks to kind of make it a little bit better. But the overall rates are still scaled based on, like, almost 9 years ago. They're like 2 times better, I think, but that is nowhere near the rate of how much easier it is to get gems. Because gems these days are roughly... Well, it depends exactly what point in the game you look at. Because actually, the gem rate right now is actually not the highest gem rate that has ever existed in the game. However, compared to where the game launched at, I would say the gem rate right now is probably like 10 times quicker than what it was when it first released. Though the current rate is not the quickest that has ever existed. Alright, let's see what we get here. There it is! Spirit Walker, level 100. Let's screenshot that. That might be the only time we ever get to see it on this screen, ever. But there we go. We have maxed the hero class by claiming the EXP you get from actually doing the Clash Trial. Probably playing the event as intended as possible. But there we go. We now have every single class at level 100. which we've already had for ages now, but we have once again gotten every single class to level 100. Which is, honestly, it's the best feeling in the game to finally have it done. The first time, not this time. This time doesn't feel much. But the first time you ever get all 100 is so amazing, because then you can actually use hero classes as the hero classes rather than having to constantly shove in a troop or a class just to get some XP on it. But there we go, we finally have it again. So no longer do we need to use Spirit Walker. First thing I'm going to go do, speaking of that, time to go change this one to an actual team. Where's my Rowan build? I'll switch it to like Archer or something. There we go. It is now improved if we ever want to run it as a natural Rowan build. Alright, anyways, another news. Let's go do dungeon. Anything good? Okay, not bad. That's super bad. That is even worse. We gotta deal with silence. You know what that means. Hello, cleanse. Alright, not what I wanted. Almost went to the Palooza screen. Dungeon. Alright, let's go clear out dungeons. Fortunately, got hit by silence there, and the weaker stats, which makes skull spam weaker. So what was good about the update? They made campaigns easier, something we don't really get to see till Monday. The biggest issue with this patch is most of what happened with it doesn't occur till this Monday. A lot of patches tend to be like that. But like 80% of the patch that came out on Tuesday doesn't occur until Monday. But the biggest thing was the campaign rework. Supposedly it's a lot easier. We'll see exactly how it works out once we get to see it. But supposedly they made it even easier to do campaigns. Not like it was hard before. But they've reworked a couple things about it. And in theory it should be quicker than ever unless they somehow mess something up with it. But that was the biggest change that probably happened this patch. Of course we got the Clash Trials, which is about the only real thing we can really mess around with in the current state of the new patch. And aside from that, I'd say there's one other thing. I'm trying to think. There wasn't much. They did some like new early game tutorials. Obviously that doesn't affect most of us. Or really anyone, unless you started literally within the last couple days. Unless you literally started yesterday. Or today. These only affects the first probably hour of gameplay when you first make an account. Let's see. We'll take that one over. Oh no, I honestly don't mind a trial change. I feel like I like it more than the average person has. Because you already don't do them that often. Because they already made them not repeatable way back when. Like, if they made that change while they were still repeatable, it would be horrifically awful. But the fact that they're not repeatable and they made that change is honestly not too big a deal. Because you don't have to deal with them that often, it's just a fun little challenge. The problem is it's not scaled that well for some kingdoms. Like, some kingdoms are greatly easier than others. By a very large margin. And I think that's the most frustrating thing with it. Oh no, he just killed my, I needed that. That was my win condition. Wait, come back. He killed my win condition. Honestly, weakness might be the strongest effect that you can get hit by. 25% less all stats is a lot less stats to have. Combined with their already higher stats, can make for some really annoying fights. Because that also destroys how many gem spawns we can get. Because we have less magic to get gem spawns off of. It also affects Zolgoth's skull damage. Oh, oddly enough, if we get a summon, that summon will actually be stronger than the one we already have. I didn't even think about that. That's really funny. But I gotta go for it. I want to see it. Wait, I want to see something real quick. No! Oh, we will in the next fight, probably. Pretty sure our first slot will die at some point there. I need full mana before he kills us. We did not get extra turn, but he can't kill us here, so that's fine. Yeah, I want to see something. There's actually a good chance that our summon would come in with higher stats than the one we already have. Because we have at least 20 magic, so it'll come in at max. And I don't think the stat reduction retroactively applies to everything. I believe it only applies at start of battle. So we'll find out. I need my hero to die. And then we will know. Oh, then we need to get a summon afterwards as well. Well, let's kill that out. Okay, I need this thing to die out. I'm literally trying to get our hero killed and he's not killing it. Come on, get it killed. We might not be able to see it. Right, I'm about to just deliberately give it skulls. Come on. What's the best way to give it a skull? Here, take a skull. Come on, take a skull. Come on, I just want to see this real quick. Here, take a skull. There we go. Now cast that. No, I won! Oh, well, we don't get to see it. I'm pretty sure it comes in with full stats, though. I'm literally trying to lose, and it won't let me lose. Of course, when we actually want to lose, we win 2 times in a row. And the one we wanted to win, we lost. The exact inverse happened on every fight there. The first one we were trying to win and we lost, and the other 2 we were trying to lose and we won. Go figure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if Kingdom Pass change was good. In theory, what they did to Kingdom Pass and Campaign Pass is good. But we won't know if it's good until we get to see it physically in the game. And obviously the campaign one we'll see in a couple days on next Monday. And Kingdom 1, I'm not actually sure when the next Kingdom event is. It might be like a month out from now. I'm actually not sure the next one. Unless Terran's World been updated with it. Epic Trial was horrible. The final battle was at least level 100. Yeah, it was pretty strong. But they gave us an infinite loop for that one, so it wasn't as bad. We'll find out next week how horrifically bad it's going to be. But, I don't know. We'll make up all the teams and just see what we can kind of do. Because it's quite a bit different doing it on the lower level range compared to doing it at the absolute max range. Anyways, have we done all the things? I guess we've done all the things. Let's go hand out code and let's go mess with these trials that we've been mentioning. So here you guys go. Here is the redeem code. Enjoy, everyone. But there goes go. And let's go mess with the trial event. Or the multiple different trials. Alright, let's just pick one and go into it. Alright, Cinemirage. Alright, let's see what we want to do with this. So what do we have? Let's see. We can destroy all gems of the most used enemy color. So, okay, so you're useless. Put you all the way in the back. Though if you're super useless, maybe we put you up front. We have Pride, Envoy of Pride, and Despond. Wasn't this thing useful? Deal damage to an enemy equal to their attack. Then deal the same amount to all enemies above them. Summon an adjunct of this. Okay, so we can just keep resummoning that in first slot. That's good. Alright, so yeah, this is fine. We have infinite resummon. Deal some damage to an enemy for each of the skills that are greater, which are going to be none at the higher range. Gain 3 magic. So you're probably the most useless thing on our team. But I have to keep that there because we have resummon for it. So yeah, you go in second because we don't care if this thing dies. Deal a bunch of damage to an enemy. If they are a boss, deal a bunch of damage. Steal 4 magic. Alright, so you also do nothing. So our most important troop is Despond. Our least important is Pride. What do you do again? Destroy all gems of the most used mana color. And eliminate some magic from all. Also do 3 more magic. Because Despond will pretty much always be on our team in that situation. Alright, so the main premise here is cast Despond until you win. Wait, why do we have minus purple? Gosh, it's gonna make this so annoying. Luckily we're feeding with blue. But yeah, the entire strategy is just keep casting Despond until we win. That's all we have to do. Oh, also I'm not set to the right thing. Wait, wasn't the default order already correct? Because I don't think I changed anything around order-wise. So I think they actually gave you the correct order for this team. I think this is the first time we've actually clicked on where... Oh, no, they didn't. Because Pride's in the wrong spot. Never mind, I lied. Okay. Yeah, we need to have it this way. Wait, does it actually save the order that you do it in? I could have sworn it did. Maybe I have to do a battle first before it does. Oh, that might be the case. Yeah, I think it only saves it if we do a battle. I'll find out. But yeah, Pride needs to be there. That needs to be there. Because Despond is our entire team. He's basically a one-man army in this area. But luckily he scales on attack, so as they scale higher, your damage also scales higher. But yeah, the only thing we're looking for is blue. We don't care about any mana that isn't blue. Everything else is just us trying to get other manas. Oh wait, that's not the direction I wanted. I want to take that upwards. But blue is the only color we need. Everything else is just trying to get colors out of the way so we can take blue and get mana into him. Because we're literally ignoring we even have a team other than him. Because he's the only thing worth casting. The biggest issue I could see with this fight is him dying before... Wait, you get to target? Oh no, yeah, you do get to target. I forgot about that. I always keep thinking Bogus can only hit the first 2 enemies. But I always forget, it can actually target anything you want. It doesn't have to be first two. It hits one and then the one below, but it doesn't have to be first two. It can hit any. Gosh, Barkus is actually so good. The legend that they, or the mythic that they have based on it is actually weaker than it itself, the Bargus itself, which is kind of sad. It's one of a few instances where the mythic variant's actually weaker. The other one is Vashtagan being weaker than Black Beast. Alright, so you do damage based on... to an enemy equal to their attack, then deal the same attack to all enemies above them. So basically, I just click you, and it full AoEs their entire team. And that's pretty much the game plan for the entirety of this place. You just keep doing that until you win. And try doing it at a point where you need a resummon, because it does resummon your first slot. And by first slot, I mean this guy, the Adject of Despond. He's not good, but he's good enough to be a meat shield. Which is pretty much the entire strategy here. You would never cast this unless you need a finisher. You would never cast this unless you need a finisher. And then you just keep feeding purple and blue into that. The problem is you have minus purple, which makes this even harder. Let's see. Like, the banner choice actually makes it actively harder to play this team. Because one of the main primary colors we need of purple is a negative color. So we're getting less every time we take it. Free blues, always great to see. And it should kill out both of you. Or not both of you, but that one. And we do get a resummon every single time we do that, which is huge. It's one of the main things that will make this one actually sane to do. Alright, so if I go back out and go all the way back in, it saves my team, right? I could have sworn it was earlier. Yeah, it does. Okay, you just have to do a battle before it saves your team order. Yep, that's the correct team order now. As long as Despond is your last slot, the team order pretty much doesn't matter beyond that. Though, having the green-purple first is kind of nice because he's going to be the first to get resummoned. So it just allows you to have some color coverage in case you want some damage pokes. But anyways, let's keep moving around. Let's go to Leonis Empire, I guess. That's not where I want to go. Alright, what does the Leonis Empire have going on? Oh, we got a Mira. That's fun. Oh, we got a Mira with Tagraki and Korvat. Oh, this is easy. We even got a mana accumulator. Okay, this one's fine. Honestly, this part's pretty much going to play like Bounty Hunter. Just with some non-Bounty Hunter troops. And with less mana accumulation. But it's basically just Bounty Hunter. Like a weird form of Bounty Hunter right here. We got his Korvash for the rush mana drain. Tagraki for what Tagraki always does. Devoted, which can either do skulls or mana accumulate. It also has cleanse, so I don't think we need cleanse for this fight. Unless we want to cleanse off stun. And Amira is our finisher. It also does more against blue, which is most notably going to be targeted on Korvash. Because we don't really care if Devoted lives or not. But we very much care if Korvash dies. Because Korvash is by far the strongest thing on this team. Yeah, this is a super easy one. We don't have any resummon though. But our team composition compared to their team composition is quite a bit better. They do have a barrier first. Oh, no, never mind. You're just damager. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this should be pretty easy. They do have a lot of damage output. But you also have double mana drain. So as long as you stall, you should be okay. Because they're blocked on yellow. They're not blocked on blue, which is unfortunate. And they're not blocked on brown. That's not too big a deal. So I'm actually stalling my Korvash, and the main reason I'm doing this is so that we can wait until they get more mana. At this low of a range, I guess it doesn't matter. We can kind of just cast them immediately. But at the higher range, you'd want to stall this so they can keep blocking the mana more. And just wait until they have near full mana and then do it. Like right now is an okay time to go do it. And Devoted we don't really care about. The AI is generally going to use it incorrectly. Not to mention even using it correctly is hard to do because this doesn't create that many gems. So you can do it for skulls, oddly enough. She's one of a few gem creators that can actually target skulls. Which I feel like is a mechanic most people probably forget about her. The biggest issue is she doesn't do enough of it. She only does 7. That's why you don't see it more often. But yeah, you do have the skull option. You could do Uber Doom Skulls as well, or Doom Skulls. Even Power Gems, I believe, even works on. I'm actually not sure on that, but I know it works on up to Uber Doom Skulls. But you might be able to even do Power Gems. Oh, so I'm not even set to the right banner right now. Or right, wait, why are both of them pure magic? What happened? What on earth happened there that they both became pure magic? Anyways, let's go test this trial team. What do we have here? Rock is very... Oh gosh, no. They're all single cast only, aren't they? Oh no! Oh, no. Well, we got a guaranteed Devourer, so, well, you know what the game plan is. Oh, gosh. This is going to be a weird one. The entire game plan is cast Great Maul and then auto-win. And hope Sandshark doesn't devour you off of 25. This is just a pure RNG location. Because the only thing you could do is devour their Great Maul and then hope their Sandshark doesn't devour you. That is 100% the only strategy you have. And you keep mana draining with the Sky Scorpion. So Sky Scorpion, very high priority. Rock, we don't care about. Mad Prophet's literally just here to tank. Because we don't care if he casts or not. Alright, that's the game plan. The entire game plan is just Great Maul, their Great Maul, and then hope Sandshark doesn't devour you. And that's all you'd have to do. And just keep Sky Scorpioning until then. We would need our first slot to die. In this order would be optimal for the higher range. At the current range we're at, it's actually not as optimal. But since we're trying to save all these as the absolute correct team for the highest level range, we will do it this way. However, for the lower range, you'd actually want your Great Maul to be in first slot, not second. But for the higher range, you'd want to be in second because you need a meat shield, so you have enough time to get Great Maul to devour their Great Maul. Also does a buffer in case they get early brown mana for Sandshark, or if you like miss Great Maul, because that gives you some buffer for the Sandshark cast. Because Great Maul creates brown, but you don't use any brown afterwards. So right here, if this guy does get full mana, you can cast it to get everything on your team to full mana if you want. And then you Great Maul their Great Maul. And then this thing dies ideally, and then you have gigantic Great Maul value, and then you just destroy everything with Great Maul. The biggest concern is every single time he casts, there's a 25% chance he will go crazy. So it's super high priority to keep mana draining this thing. Oh wait, you only get to do this once though, don't you? Oh, I forgot. Hold up. Wait, hold up. So we actually want him to cast here, as weird as that may seem. He didn't devour, that's good. Alright, so this is basically just a skull fight at this point. And I almost want him to take the skull first, so we can get us to Great Maul value. Let's keep poking him with the normal thing. Just pretend Great Mauls are... Pretend he's dead and Great Maul's attacking. Because their stats are actually too low at this range for this team order to work properly, but at the higher range it'll work perfectly. But yeah, you just kind of just have to just wait out when you think the best time to go for the drain is. And it would mostly be when this guy is trying to intimidate your Great Maul. And then you go for the drain and make sure he doesn't get it. Because yeah, you only get to drain once. Every single thing on this team is one time only. But all you really have to do is just Great Maul the Great Maul, and then hope he doesn't devour you, the Sandshark. And you just have to keep restarting every time he RNGs to 25%. And just keep doing that until he's dead. Because once the Sandshark is dead, you auto-win on this fight. There isn't much you have to do beyond that. Let's see. Biggest issue now is the only way you can even physically do damage in this fight is with skulls. And you have no way to create skulls. How about I do that? Let's see. What's the move we were trying to get him to do? Come on, skulls. Oh good, he didn't go 4 for some reason. There we go. Yeah, that one's gonna be really luck-based at the higher level range. Anyways, Suncrest. Come on, give us something cool here. I don't know, honestly, I find this pretty fun. Like, it's gonna be super annoying at the really high range. Like, I say that now, and then when we do the weekly 4, it's gonna be the most insufferable thing ever for like half an hour. But if you spread it out a little bit, like 1 per day and stuff like that, I don't know, it'd be kind of fun. The easier fights are definitely fun. I like seeing like the challenge of what you have per kingdom. Honestly, I wish we had more of these in the game. Though I wish they weren't as bullet spongy at the higher range. Like, this premise is good, but make it so the stats don't go as high. Like, do a new one every single week, which they kind of are for the first 37 weeks in a sense. But, like, do a new one every single week, but don't make the stats go as high. I know this isn't the higher level range, because they go to 500. We're doing the super ultra easy ones right now. But we have done the other one. It wasn't too bad, the Volpacia one. Though it does go to way high stats. Like, the highest they should go to is, like, right here. Like, this should be the 5th one. Or, you know, the 5th one is in this one right here. Like, even this is almost too high. But yeah, 250 is as high as it should really go. 350 was way too bullet spongy. And the ones that we're doing on most of the kingdoms right now are only like this one right here. Which obviously is way lower stats. But we're building the teams as if it's higher level. For every single one of these. Anyways, where are we on right now? We're on Suncrest. What's the team for this? If I had to guess, it's very storm-based, this kingdom, so it's something like where you always have to storm. We have a very scatter damage-based team. We have triple if there's storm. Does anything here do storm? Oh, come on. Why on earth did they give us Sliff? There's not a single brown on the opposing team. Equal to my attack boosted by brown enemies, but there's not a single brown enemy. Well, Sliff, you die because you're completely useless. Summon a leaf storm. All allies gain a bunch of armor. Okay, so you will be our second slot. Gain a bunch of armor and barrier myself. If a storm is active, barrier all other Oh, hold up. Wait, that's huge. Wait. He's our win condition. Well, technically Toloko's our win condition. But, interesting. So Sliff needs to die because it's useless. Totek makes sure we don't die, or on our entire team. Hiranef does the same thing. And Taloko is our entire team. So, let's see how this goes. Yeah, this one should be pretty easy. We have barrier. It has one of the main auto-win conditions. There are several auto-win conditions in the game that you tend to use a lot earlier on in the game. And this one has barrier. 4 times barrier at that, which is kind of nice. However, we have to activate a storm before we do. And while we do have storm at the start of battle going on, our only way to do it after would be to create green storm. So right now I can go for it. So this should barrier our entire team, which is nice. Honestly, I don't think I've ever actually used this troop, the TeeDuk. He came in like a year or so ago. He's relatively useless compared to other barrier options. However, 4 times barrier for 12 mana, still not bad. It's like alternative Dragonian Monk. He only gives the armor to himself, right, though? Yeah, the armor only goes to himself. He does not armor every ally, unlike Hiranef that does. So let me go reapply our storm. Actually, let me not do that yet. I need you to go get full mana. Actually, why did I not take blue? Blue should be our highest priority by far. Well, and skulls, of course. Though in all fairness, if we were at the higher range, I'd probably ignore skulls until what's-her-name dies. Because we actually don't need Sliff to be alive. The only thing it's boost ratioing is our slightly higher amount of armor here by 4, which is pretty much 0 when we're at the higher range. So, yeah, we actually really don't care if Sliff lives. We literally just take mana and ignore every skull if this was the higher range. Because the only thing we really have to do is just keep hitting this until we win. Oh, wait, I forgot to do Storm! I forgot to click the Storm button first. Whoops. Mistakes have been made. Because it does triple damage when there's a Storm, which means the only way they can do that, unless you let them cast it for you, the only way you can do it yourself is to cast your Hiranef before you cast your Taloko. Alright, so we'll do that. Take a skull if we get one, or just do it for us. Alright, so he's actually going to storm for us here. So I'm actually going to re-barrier, I guess. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to cast that. Actually, I'm not going to cast that either. Oh, wait, I keep forgetting we don't have storm active. He hasn't cast it yet. That's the second time I managed to do that in one fight. Oh, I could take the skull there, too. But now that there's a storm, let's go get our triple damage. Oh, you know what's going to be really annoying about this fight, though? How are you going to kill Hiranef? Because you're going to be doing split damage. And it's going to be getting a bunch of armor. Also, you can even lower your stats, including magic. Luckily, these two losing magic don't matter as much. Because we don't care about him gaining armor. And the only magic that matters is Toloko's magic, which is very safe in last slot. Yeah, this one's going to be really annoying for the weirdest reason. Their Hiranef will be the main reason why this one will be super bad. Because they're going to gain ridiculously bulk amount of stats. Whereas, yeah, you might not be able to damage output it quick enough. It'll literally just be luck-based if you can get everything aligned that you need. Because you need a combination of skull and mana. Otherwise, you just keep going to get durability. And we're not even at a remotely high range right now, and it is almost outpacing us. And at the super high range, it'll very outpace us. Wait, you do it to everyone? Oh, it is all enemies. Oh, no. I thought it was first two. He just lowered my magic. Okay, yeah, you can actually get a condition. If he keeps lowering our magic, which he's done twice now, he can actually make it impossible for you to win. Okay, this is definitely one of the more annoying ones we've seen so far. You have a lot of ways to not lose, but you eventually reach a point where you don't have enough DPS to win, which ultimately means you lose without losing. Because you get to a situation where it is impossible to win, even though it's also impossible to lose. Which is kind of weird, but that ultimately means you just lose, because otherwise the fight goes on indefinitely forever. But yeah, this is definitely the hardest one we've seen so far. By far. At least on the highest range. Obviously on this range, it's still very easy. Oh, why can't I not keep taking blue? Honestly, they'd already be dead by now if I kept... if I did this guy correctly. We would have won ages ago. The only good thing about this is it does give you the storm you need. So if it does buff like crazy, at least it's perpetually giving you the storm you need to triple damage on it. Which is the only slightly good thing about that thing. Ultimately, is going to be way more annoying than beneficial. Hey, please, mana. Any yellow, any blue. Literally just poke him and he's dead. You know, even a skull would work at this point. There we go. But yeah, that is by far going to be the hardest, hardest one in the game so far. Obviously, there's probably some harder ones somewhere here. Alright, let's see what Bright Forest has going on. Okay, so we have Fairy Fire. Like a lot of Fairy Fire. So Glitter Claw is probably going to be one of our main options. Convert purple gems to green. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by gems converted. Pixie, or you're literally going to sacrifice yourself. I think this is order. Convert brown to red. Deal a bunch of damage to an enemy boosted by gems converted. Oh, you both basically do the same thing, right? Convert purple gems to green. Deal a bunch of damage to an enemy boosted by gems converted. I forgot you two are basically the same. Do you have any different perks? Kinda forgot about those guys. But, yeah, the Pixie we deliberately sacrifice. You're very useless. Glitter Claw is our entire team. And the RNG of how it hits determines the entire fight. And the other two just kind of keep poking. Okay. Seems straightforward enough. This one's not super easy or super hard. There's no auto win on this team, though. And we're mostly looking for yellow, red, blue, I would say. Because green, purple, and Pixie is kind of pointless. We actually deliberately want it to die. And sometimes it'll try not to die because of Agile. Which could actually be a bad thing because it's blocking your mana. So we do blue to green convert, and it's going to be one of our main ones that we're going to need as our win condition. Let's see. So I could go for a Fairy Fire here. Brown to red. We don't have any alignment on that. I can still Fairy Fire whatever biggest threat is, and by that I mean Queen Titania. Because by far the most threatening thing on that team is Queen Titania. Biggest issue I can see is Glitter Claw versus Glitter Claw. Could lead to some weird situations. Because their Glitter Claw is going to way out damage yours at the higher range. Purple to green. Surprisingly, it doesn't do anything. And blue to green. With all these converts to greens, you would assume some of them have alignment. There we go. Oh, I should have Fairy Fired it first. Oh, wait, I just realized. Wait, you have immune to Fairy Fire, don't you? You do. Hold up, wait. Wait, there's only one thing that... Why would you give us a Pixie? Wait. Nearly this whole place is immune to Fairy Fire. Oh, you sent me the screenshots? Thank you, Tyrion. Yeah, I need to go check them later. I haven't had the chance to yet. Definitely will need to before the video, as we'll need some of them, as I can't even cover it without it. Thank you. But yeah, why on earth would you give us Fairy Fire option? They don't have immune except for one. And that one has no priority in death. I forgot about that. Because they added, this Fireproof used to only be immune to burning back in the day. But they updated it at some point a long while ago to also make it have immune to Fairy Fire. Even though they're two different mechanics, the immunity to burning covers both of them. This isn't enough damage to kill, but I still want to poke him. Oh, you know what? Let me kill him all the way. It's a lot more important to kill him all the way here, just so he doesn't keep bulking up. So we're going to do that. We didn't have to poke Queen Titania. But yeah, this fight's going to be really annoying because of Queen Titania. You have to deal with Fairy Fire off of that, plus the Fairy Fire from that. And you do have some things with immune. You know what? It might actually be better to move this guy down one. Just to keep your double immune Fairy Fires back there. Oh no, we can kind of disperse them, it's fine. Because that'll allow him to be a little bit bulkier. It's like a secondary tank, I guess. Anyways, we'll throw this down. It hit the wrong one. And I was keep poking him. But yeah, this one's going to be slightly annoying. Mostly because Pixie's just a dead troop on your team. It does literally nothing. Like, if they give us any of the other fairy dragons, this would have been a lot better. Though, does the kingdom not have another one? Or maybe they just don't want to give us another high rarity thing. But, yeah, this would be way easier if Pixie was, like, literally any other dragon from this kingdom. Unless that is every single dragon from the kingdom. Let me check. What's every dragon in Bright Forest? They jip us of giving us one. It's probably like a mythic or something. I'm looking for dragon. Yeah, they could have given us, this thing. They could have given us Tinseltail. I guess they didn't want to give us double legends. Yeah, if they would have given us Tinseltail, we would have had all 4 of the current existing fairy dragons. The Fey dragons from this place. Which also means you would have gotten the Fey dragon bonus. But instead they gave us Pixie, which makes the team way worse. What does this thing even do? Give all allies a bunch of magic with a 50% chance each deal a bunch of damage to all enemies, explode. Yeah, this would have been so much better if we would have gotten that. This Fairy Fire still would have been useless, though. He also doesn't have immune to Fairy Fire, but in all fairness, that doesn't really matter too much. And obviously they weren't going to give us Emeraldin. But they could have given us Tinseltail instead of Pixie. That would have made it way easier. Anyways, let's see what Darkstone has going on. If it gives us Thrall, I can assure you we auto-won so hard. They did not give us Thrall, but they gave us the next best thing, Scion. Scion used to be meta back in the day. It has full mana drain on Skull, and actually steals the mana, which is really relevant. I believe it is the only trait in the game that steals magic. Not lowers magic, but literally steals it. As in, not only does it lower them to 0, but it brings you to however much you gained. So if you mana steal on something that currently has 15 or more mana, you will gain 100% of your mana to full and then immediately be able to cast for another mana drain. This used to be way meta when Famine was meta, because you would go Scion Famine combo, and it covers every color except for red. And it used to be very strong back in the day. And yeah, we're gonna do like a little mini version of it now. Oh, there's a problem though. Scion's our entire team. Ooh, that is horrible. Wait, that is really bad. Okay, well, this is literally the old days of Scion, except with a way worse team. But yeah, this is all in Scion. This is like a super Scion team. I almost don't even want to put in first slot, but I feel like we should. My concern with putting in first is obviously skull damage is going to be absurd at the higher range. What is the most killable thing on our team? Well, we definitely want to keep the purple. If I had to guess, it's probably, I'm actually going to do Sea Troll. Oh no. I need Sea Troll to live. But I can't do something like this, because that'd be really bad if we do it like that. Like, this has to be below Scion. This has to live. And this we don't really care about. So we could do it like this, but then he has no use after. What's your double again? He creates a mix of green and purple. We don't care about green. We do somewhat care about purple, but not as much. We could just do blue. I think our best bet is to let Corrupted Troll die deliberately. And then we go all in on make Scion work. And just build entirely. None of you have immune to mana drain, right? No mana immune, no mana immune, no immune, and no immune. Yeah, I think that's going to be our plan. Is deliberately let Corrupted Troll die. And then play the team like it's only one troop, that being Scion. And the rest is just there to exist if they can help. And the rest is just a buffer so we can get rolling. So this needs to die. Please get him the full mana and then just let him chill. At higher levels, he'll die way quicker than what he'll die right now, but... still will be fine. We'll take the brown. So we got Scion. We don't need to cast it yet, of course, though. Gonna wait as long as possible. So now we have our entire team at full mana. Every single one of them. Now, gotta get rid of them. Let's see. So that is our remaining team. I can actually go for Scion right now. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, the whole premise is just keep casting Scion until you win. And use your 2 support troops to do so. And ignore this guy even exists. Because you're going to be way too inconsistent. Plus one of his manas doesn't even feed into Scion. It feeds into green. Which is Sea Troll. Which you don't actually even want to have happen. Yeah, that's the entire game plan. Unfortunately, he's blocking my blue right now, but I gotta take it. Come on, die quicker. You're blocking our mana. At the higher range, he'd probably be dead by now. But he's mostly just there to meet shield so you can get your team rolling. He's at the higher range. They're probably going to two-shot you or so. Somewhere's around there. But at this range, he hasn't actually died yet. The plan was for him to die, but he refuses to do so. But yeah, this one honestly shouldn't be too bad. And you just reset whenever you get hit by too many skulls. That one's not bad at all, to be honest. Scion used to be the meta back in the day, and being forced to use it is still kind of strong. Because honestly, as long as you're against a team that has 0 immune to mana drain, it's still as strong as it was the day it was the meta. It just isn't used too often these days because it's relatively slow compared to, like, anything else. But it's really good at not losing. It just has better things for not losing these days. Like, Arachne Weaver basically took the Scion place. Because instead of mana draining, you just web their entire team. Plus it does more damage, plus it's a lot more survivable, plus it has, like, the perfect trait setup. But Scion to this day is still the only thing that does its that drain through skulls like it does. It's a rather unique aspect that it still is unique only to it currently. I'm actually surprised they haven't added that mechanic to a mythic yet, because that'd be a really strong mythic. It would also bring back the resurgence of Scion. Not through Scion, but through whatever that mythic is. Anyways, deal a bunch of damage to 3 random enemies. If the enemy is burning, deal double. Do we have a way to burn on this team? Deal a bunch of damage. Burn all enemies. Okay, well, there's our synergy. Hellhound, we don't care about. You just sacrifice yourself. And I think that's our team then. You convert blue to purple, which is huge. Oh, you also have Death Touch, which is nice. Okay, we're playing this the same strategy as before. We're basically meat shielding our worst option. We're then using our best option in second slot. This thing has Death Touch, so we can auto-kill everything. Oh, wait, I say that. You have immune to Death Mark. You have immune to Death Mark. You have immune to Death... never mind. He's gonna be slightly less usable. Oddly enough, the only thing that doesn't have immune to Death Mark on his team is... oh, no. 2 of them don't. Only Van Barrack and Twisted, because they're both undead. Even more of a reason to do it this way. Get rid of the first 2 that have immune, and then can Death Touch the other 2. But our main strategy here is to cast Lucifera and Baphomet by doing Herald of Damnation to get both of them rolling. Alright, sounds like a plan. And Hellhound just there to die. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? Do we have alignment? What's your convert again? Blue to purple. We do. That's always great to see. Having alignment on starting board. Also, you can just keep re-rolling until you get alignment whenever you get Empower like that. That's one thing that makes it a little bit easier if you do get an Empower option on one of these. Alright, so we do have the combo. Oh, wait! I forgot about immune to burns, though. A lot of them have immune to burn. Actually, by that, I just mean Inferno King. Which is a lot, because you might have to fight 10 Inferno Kings. Could you imagine? It's Blighted Lands Week. You're on the level 500 option. And all you have to do is kill one single Inferno King. He then proceeds to revive for so many times in a row that you then die to the Inferno King. You know what's going to happen to someone. It's inevitable. But that'll be really funny. Because there's no cap on how many times Inferno King can resummon, and this team has no stun. So you're not capable of stunning him. So he's always going to be able to do his summon. It's only 25% of the time, but that could still happen 100% of the time if you get unlucky enough. Wait, is red my only option? That means I have to get forced by a skull. Actually, no, I can just pass my turn. Hey, one of the few instances where passing your turn is actually useful. It's very rarely useful this late in the game. However, when your team composition is this bad, you tend to use the mechanic. Same as an arena. It's a mechanic that's generally not used in standard gameplay too often. But passing your turn can actually be a good thing in some really rare circumstances. For example, in that circumstance we just had, there was only one option left. And it was a bad one that would have given value to the opposing person. But all we had to do was skip our turn by using an end turn ability, and it fixed that issue. Alright, what do we have for this trial? Oh, we have Chalcedony, it's over. Okay, we got an auto win for this. I'm literally just putting in first slot, I think. I don't know, should we bother putting in first? I'll put it back 1 just because. Because we are assuming this is max difficulty. Alright, let's just go click Chalcedony until we win. This is literally the exact same team as Volpacia, except it's brown. Like, it might not look the same, but it is effectively the same team. So this should be really easy. All we have to do is get Chalcedony to full mana, and then the second we do, we will have won. Unless we miss. But he doesn't really have anything good that uses brown. He gets barrier and he gets explode. He doesn't even have a kill option that is brown related. So, yeah, this should be really easy. Honestly, he barely even has a kill option to begin with. It should be even easier than the Volpacia one. Even though it's the same premise. Because the team we're up against is way weaker than the Volpacia team. Maybe not way weaker, but weaker enough. Alright, and now we click this button until they're dead. And you just repeat this until you miss or until you win. And obviously at the slower range, they're going to die pretty easily. And him gaining barriers to everything means absolutely nothing. Because you have infinite damage. Or near infinite. Yeah, that one should be super, super easy. Same as Volpacia. Yeah, there we go. Or at least comparatively to the average kingdom here. Alright, let's see what Dragon's Claw is. What do we have? What do we have? Ooh. What on earth is this team? Well, you need to die. You are... What's your mana accumulation again? Convert all blue to a chosen color. Wow, this team is awful. The main premise of this team is we have to use Baby Dragon to, become not bad. Actually, wait, what's Essentia summon? Summon 1 to 3 Spirit Dragons. Wait, new plan. Have Essentia die. Have Baby Dragon up there so we can get a good dragon roll. Asha and last slot as is their only way to mana accumulate on this team. And we're going to sacrifice our Essentia and hope Baby Dragon just rolls into good RNG because we have +2 red. And a +1 yellow. But the most relevant thing is +2 red. So our whole goal here is restart the fight. If we were doing this on super high level, the strategy would be to re-roll pretty much every single time if you don't get a good Baby Dragon summon. Okay, we got a good one. We got a really good one. Keep re-rolling until you get Venoxia. No, it doesn't have to be Venoxia, obviously, but would definitely help. Yeah, that's a really good roll. Maybe it's probably not the best roll we could have gotten, but that is really high up there for possible rolls that could have occurred. The only problem is I don't have a good alignment, so I'm just going to take a move. Oh, so the reason I put the egg down here is so we can get more Baby Dragon rolls. That's not necessary. You could technically meat shield it instead. However, I really don't like Essentia, so we're going to run it that way. You need mana. The problem is this board does not let me get you mana. It still does not let me do it. It's still... Okay, well, fine. We'll do it this way, then. And I always cast Venoxia until we win. We'll convert whenever we can, get into green, boom, boom, boom. That feeds back into itself, and just keep casting Venoxia. Obviously, what you have there will be completely random, but you basically just have to utilize whatever your dragon roll is, and keep re-rolling the fight if you get a bad one. Yeah, that one should be pretty easy. Mostly because you can get mythics. It takes a turn or 2 or 3, but you basically can get any dragon mythic in the entire game, so honestly, that one should be one of the easier ones. Because you have access to pretty much every dragon. It might take a while for you to get a good roll, but you're eventually just going to get an auto-win roll like Venoxia or a Gem Dragon or something. Speaking of dragons, remember when Bone Dragon was meta? Well, round 2. What order do we want to do this in? Honestly, I might sacrifice Bone Dragon. Bone Dragon has an interesting gimmick. In that it is currently the only way in the game that can deny an immediate extra turn skull. What I mean by this is if something takes extra turn skull on you, it is the only option in the game, assuming they do not have immune to freeze, that it will retroactively freeze them before it checks the extra turn. So let's say they are currently a non-freezable, or I mean they are a freezable unit in first slot that takes a 5-time skull on you. Normally, you would gain an extra turn in this circumstance in most situations if you did this based on a color or a skull or something similar. But it is pretty much the only interaction in the game. I believe actually the only interaction in the game. Because even Frost Feather, when it dies on its perk, doesn't do it beforehand. But it actually retroactively does it before the roll on the extra turn for skull. Meaning, if you skull spam a bunch, miss, and then they take skull on you, they will lose their turn. But yeah, Bone Dragon used to be really meta before they nerfed its ability into the ground. But they have not actually nerfed its trait at all. Its trait is actually still as strong as the day it was meta. So they're bringing back a lot of old meta stuff. With Scion, Bone Dragon, it's kind of cool. Honestly, I really like these challenges. Like, they're really annoying at 500 range. But the premise of them I kind of like. I just hate that it's, like, really ultra bullet spongy at the end. Like, the upper range is just way too high of a level. If they just toned that down a little. Convert green gems to skulls with life. So yeah, we even get to keep Bone Dragon alive. Do you do anything relevant? Deal a bunch of damage to an enemy. If the enemy's undead, deal double damage. If the enemy dies, create 8 skulls. You're the most useless thing on our team, so I'm going to put you a little bit further up. Honestly, I should probably put you in first slot. But, I don't know. Do they have Skull Spam themselves? They do. But they're both the same, so I'm just going to put it there. And then we can deal with Apophysis, Keeper of Souls. Keeper of Souls is obviously our main damage source, aside from Bone Dragon. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I'm not going to put a weakest option in first slot. You do have the option to do so. So you could end up putting this in first if you really wanted to. This is by far the weakest thing on our team. Actually, it's the only thing that's kind of weak on this team. Out of all the teams so far, this is one of the ones that have given us the most amount of viable options. Because Bone Dragon, Apophysis, and Keeper of Souls are all usable options. The only one that isn't is the Carrion Crow. But I'm not sure it's worth putting him in first slot, because we have a way to life gain our first slot already. Which gives better value from Bone Dragon special effects. But we do this, get a billion skulls. If we accidentally miss, we auto-freeze them. We give life, so it won't end up dying. Green to skull. Do we have any alignment here? Not really. We'll stick a skull, try for one off the sky. We got it. He pokes us, but now he's frozen. And that retroactively freezes any of them, so even if we kill him, they're still going to be frozen. Technically, their entire team is frozen right now. They might not look it, but they technically are. Because every time they take a skull against us, they're just immediately getting frozen. And even if they take an extra turn skull, which I haven't actually shown yet. Hopefully we'll get an opportunity to show the auto-freeze on extra skull here. Or extra turn, I mean. We haven't had the chance to show it on this battle. Also, we can use this guy as a finisher for extra skulls. I highly doubt you're going to do that at the higher level range. We haven't even done it at this level range. But it is an option. It is indeed an option. The only big issue with this team is it does use a lot of brown-purple. So we don't have as many options to work with here. These Keeper of Souls is almost never going to cast. Because you generally want to cast Bone Dragon almost immediately. Except for really rare circumstances. Do I have alignment anywhere? No. Can I force an alignment, though? Kind of. There we go. Yeah, that one shouldn't be too bad. Biggest issue is they'll do way more skull damage than you at the higher range. So that'll be kind of sketchy. Otherwise, it shouldn't be too bad. The team is actually pretty good other than the Crow. Okay, what do we have for this fight? We have... Oh, Greenseer's nice. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing much else. Oh, King Avalon. We have auto win. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, they got... Oh, no, Romain's not a big deal. Yeah, we got auto win on their team. Hey, this isn't too bad at all. Iron Bark, Entangle, the first enemy. Oh, perfect. And Dandelion, you're kind of useless. Conjurer, Leaf Storm, Disease, Entangle, Poison all enemies. Okay, I think we deliberately want this to die. Yeah, we definitely want that to die. Alright, so that's our team then. And our team is Iron Bark, Greenseer, King Avalon. We deliberately want Dandelion to die so we could summon a elf off on top of it. Yeah, this one's pretty easy. Greenseer, King Avalon's pretty auto-win. And they don't really have a way of damaging you once you deal with Rowan. Because once you cast once against Rowan, you kind of just win. The biggest issue is Dandelion is very absurdly useless and will be blocking your mana initially. I'm not even going to cast it a single time. All it is blocking mana. It serves no purpose other than to block your mana. They always put that one really useless one in every single one I noticed. They always got to shove that completely useless troop in there. Alright, I need blue or green. Luckily there's a billion blue on this board. They have their own Greenseer, which is actually kind of helpful. Because if you know there's no alignment, though there is right now, you just let them do it, and then it gives you alignment the following turn. I don't have full mana to utilize that right now, though. I take this green to deny them, but I highly doubt it's going to hit on red, so I'm just going to cast. Oh, he denied himself. Well, that's kind of convenient. He denied his own alignment. And now he's going to Greenseer, and then we Greenseer. Yeah, this one place is really easy. Because you have auto win off of Greenseer, King Avalon. And all you have to do is just Greenseer after their Greenseer when you know there's no alignment on the board, and then you have guarantee alignment pretty much. And Rowan's super easy to deal with. You just poke it with this guy and do that. And that's all you do. And you just ignore this guy exists. Ideally, he'll die very quickly at higher range. Because you actually want to summon an elf there off of King Avalon. And by elf, I mean a Forest of Thorns troop. Because the average Forest of Thorns troop is going to be better than Dandelion, almost guaranteed. He's among one of the weaker options you can have. So almost any replacement will be stronger. Yeah, that one's a pretty easy one. The biggest concern is Rowan before you do damage to it at the super high range, because obviously Rowan does a lot of damage, as you guys know, if you've ever used Rowan before. Oh, we can't do Scales. Yeah, that's the one I need the team sheet for, because some of these I can't actually do. Okay, I've done that one. I've done that one. Let me just double check that's saving the teams. Should be. Yeah, it is. Perfect. Alright, Zolkari I probably already did. Yeah, I already completed that one. I've not done Zolkari yet. Okay, let's see what we have here. What on earth is this oh gosh, this is bad. Eliminate 55 from 2 random skills. We're gonna have to utilize that a lot. We have double purple crater though. Deal damage to all enemies, enchant all ally daemons, and barrier all ally mystics. Oh, yeah, we can somewhat make this work. Not sure what order I want the 2 of them in. Probably this way so we can still get mana. Oh, then again, they're going to be blocked regardless of how you look at it. Wait, do they have immune to Death Mark? They don't. Put Dark Troll on first. Don't you have Death Mark on touch? You do. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to use Death Touch luck a lot. Because every single thing on this team can be Death Mark killed. So if you get super lucky, you can get a kill every other turn at a 10% chance. You just have to make sure you don't over-skull. Otherwise, honestly, this one might not be as bad as it looks. Definitely not one of the easier ones, but it's not too bad. I think the main benefit is their team is kind of bad. Abref's all the way in last slot instead of first, which is really helpful for us. So we basically want to apply a Death Mark and then ignore it, and then hope it dies to Death Mark within a couple turns. But make sure not to take any skulls unless it's easily in killable range. Alright, so we can lower the stats of anything that's a threat. Well, we lowered his HP. That works. Yeah, this one shouldn't be that bad at all. And you just keep spamming him for damage on the biggest threats. And we keep getting lucky hitting on HP every single time, seemingly. Though it has 2 rolls, so pretty likely you would, but still. It is one of the more optimal ones. So the absolute most optimal is obviously magic at the higher range. So they do less every cast. And you have access to barrier, which is pretty cool. So if I cast this, we get barrier. Oh, I forgot, it's full AoE too. I thought it was targetable. But yeah, you even get full AoE out of it. Yeah, this one's not bad. It looks bad because it uses really uncommon troops. Because these 2 aren't meta anymore, and these 2 have never been meta. But, yeah, it does what it needs to do. That will make sure they reduce on magic, or if you get lucky, you'll just keep doing it on HP, and it just takes all their durability. The other one you do for barrier, so you don't die. And the other 2 are just mana accumulators. And you also have Death Touch, so if you really had to cheese it, you can just get super lucky with Death Touch and hope you eventually win. Alright, Broken Spire we already finished. Nexus, let's go to Nexus then. Oh yeah, Nexus has like 0 options in the entire kingdom. What did he even give us? Deal a bunch of damage to an enemy and convert 5 green gems to brown giant gems. A bunch of splash damage to the second to last enemy. Boosted by brown gems and allies. Pull them to the front and create 3 elemental stars. Give 2 magic to all elemental allies when matching browns. Okay, really brown heavy team. Create elemental star +1. I hate this team so much. I'm not even sure what order I want. Well, we definitely want to sacrifice this guy for sure. He's the most useless by far. Do any of you have tank ability? Yes, Stone Skin. So we put you there. Okay, I guess that's the team then. I could also do it this way if I wanted to. But I want her to do more damage initially. Create 1 elemental star +1 more for every 3 green allies. And +1 more for every 3 green gems. So yeah, we can just sacrifice that guy with no value loss, technically. And just worry about the green gems on the board. If the enemy has a beast, gain an extra turn. Please tell me there's a beast here. Kind of. It's their first slot. Well, I could just have you splash the back line then. Alright, that's not too bad. Did I even reorder anything? I think I did. Yeah, I slightly did. I kept the first slot where it was, though. Because we just need to sacrifice it. I think it was initially there because it's 20% dodge. But we actually wanted to die, not dodge. Because it's more of a benefit for it to die every turn than for it to live. It does create a green gem every single turn, I believe, but we really don't care too much about that. He does as well. Are you creating a brown every turn? Yeah, you do. Combined with the brown giant gem converting thing. What do we want here? We'll take a green. Oh, you're only single target, so she actually does way more damage than him, oddly enough. Even though she's also the tank. Hey, he's creating gems at the start of every turn, too. I forgot about that. Because we're not the only one with that mechanic here. But yeah, the game plan is just heavy splash these two over and over again. Oh yeah, I forgot. You always do it on second to last. I was going to target that regardless. But I forgot. It's going to do that even if I don't want to target it. But that's really convenient. It's actually hitting the exact thing we wanted to hit every time. Which I guess makes sense. They did structure this battle around using her. But it is actually optimal to hit that spot already. I forgot she wasn't even targetable. But that's where you'd want to hit even if you were able to target. Because for the first two casts, you'd want to do that. Unfortunately, their forfeit won't do anything. But is there anything that even reorders here? Because otherwise, she's not going to be able to do much. Luckily, that's what this guy's for. He'll be the finisher. Alright, that one's a bit of a weird one. That's kind of doable. I do feel like that one's going to be slightly harder. It's definitely on the harder end than the easier end. At the lower range, you'll be able to kind of tear through them pretty easily. Problem is when you go deeper. Right, some other kingdoms we haven't done yet. Kind of want to do one more. Maybe a few more, we'll see. Let's see here. Oh, they didn't give us Glaceon. I would have hoped they would have given us the old meta. Back in the day, Glaceon plus King Bloodhammer was the meta for this kingdom. Actually, for the entire game, because there was they forgot to scale down Doomskull. So at the time, Doomstorm had the same skull ratio as normal Storm. And obviously that was very broken because Doomskull's being way better and having board clear. So there were situations where you're like multi-board clear just off of Doomskulls. The entire meta for like a month changed to only Doomskulls when it first came out. Until they nerfed it. And now it doesn't get used much, but here he is again. Unfortunately, it looks like it's more of a dwarf version rather than using the Glaceon. So what's our game plan here? Obviously, King Bloodhammer is our best option. Create some skulls, boosted by undead allies and daemons. Both allies and... Wait, what? Create a bunch of skulls boosted by all undead and daemons, both allies and enemies. Okay, I read that a little bit weird the first time. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Oh, wait, that's not undead. Wait. No, it'd be 4. That's not a lot. That means he's creating 10. Assuming Glaceon's still alive. As well as our whole team other than Ice Troll being alive. So I can actually put him over there. Do we care about Slayer Ghost, though? No. We actually want to sacrifice him. Ice Troll, what color do you create? Blue and brown. This is a bit of a weird situation. Because we actually don't want him to have a lot of blue, do we? Yeah, he transforms blue to, or he transforms yellow to blue. So we actually actively want the board to not have a lot of blue. So Ice Troll is definitely our first thing to get rid of. I think the biggest issue with this battle... Oh wait, but we need blue for King Bloodhammer, I forgot. So we gotta try to convert him before he converts us. So, you know, change of plan then. I'll check up a Slayer Ghost in first slot because he's definitely the most useless. We have to use Ice Troll. Even though we don't have any blue on our team, I gotta use blue so we can get rid of the blue first. It's gonna be really weird using this guy. Because even though he's creating a bunch of blue, we actively want the board to have no blue. But we need him to create blue in order to make the board have no blue. Which sounds counterproductive, but it is what will ultimately make the board have no blue. And red's definitely the biggest priority color on this team. I forgot what the banner is for this place. I do not believe it's plus red, though. It might even be minus red. Which is unfortunate, because it's the main color we actually need on this team. So the most ideal situation is we cast this at the correct time. And then from there we can kind of go crazy. But we need that to set everything in motion. He's going to create some blues. Let's see. I can convert, so I'm just gonna have to take that blue. He's gonna create some blue for us, which is kind of convenient. I don't have alignment, so what we could do is double all of our blues. And ideally, right now, we'd have alignment. We do not, so I'll just take that skull. Still no alignment. What else do you have that creates blue? Oh, wait, he has one, too? Oh, interesting. Could be a good idea to cast after him. He's gonna get a lot of brown for his Glaceon, though. And my biggest concern in this fight is he would get his Glaceon before we get ours. I'm gonna skull spam him here. Alright, I'm gonna have to go for our denial of blue before he does his crazy thing with blue. Okay, I'm actually gonna go for my skull spam here. Ooh, I was hoping we wouldn't miss. Big issue with the team we're using right now is, or the team we're forced to have to use, is we don't have any freeze, but he does. And you're basically up against a clock against Glaceon. It's essentially this battle in a nutshell. Yeah, this could be annoying at the higher range. Like at the lower range, that timer's not hard to beat at all. But it really comes down to if Glaceon get its auto win before then or not. Wait, what team did I run? Apparently I've already done the battle here. No, I haven't. I should always make sure I double check them. Anyways, I guess we'll run this as our last one then. What do I have to do for this? So he has Fire Mantle. Deal a bunch of true damage to an enemy. If the enemy uses blue mana to destroy a column and gain a bunch of attack. 5/5 block, random enemy, and stun them. Oh, you're the most useless. Zephyrus, you don't scale enough, you're the next useless. Do a bunch of true damage to an enemy. If the enemy uses blue mana, destroy a column and gain 5 attack. Wait, all of these things are really bad. Remove all blue gems. Do a bunch of damage to an enemy boosted by blue gems removed. Okay, every single thing here is awful. Our main goal is kill Jarl Fire Mantle. So we basically just have to do everything that's single target damage, which is only 2. These 2. So yeah, this is pretty much correct order then. Because we're deliberately trying to get rid of everything on our team. Actually, we can kind of do it this way if we want. For score reduction. Because by then we might be up against a blue enemy as well. Okay, we'll do it this way. This is a very weird battle. Oh, we have +2 blue too. Oh, you got your second dragon? Nice. On your new account. Hopefully the RNG will be, not horrible. But yeah, this one's definitely going to be an annoying battle. Their team is way better than what we have access to. The main strategy is definitely just go all in on Jarl, though. Just spam every single target until Jarl dies. And hope they haven't killed you by then. And even then you don't win, but it gets rid of their biggest threat by far. Alright, this isn't worth using in most situations here. But for the fun of it, let's go get a red. Okay. I can go for yellow boost ratio. We don't have any guarantee we'll get a skull from that, though. It's gonna kill us first slot. Yeah, I don't have a horizontal destroy. We have a bunch of column-related stuff. We don't even have a good location with all the yellow. Okay, so we can remove all blue. Hit Jarl for a bunch of damage. Take him out with the other single target. Find a location with a lot of yellow and just try damage pressuring off of that. And that's pretty much most of the game plan. Can I do anything with this? I don't think I can. No, because if I do it this way, it gives him a skull. I could bait him into a skull, though. Oh, wait, whoops, I did that in the wrong spot. Oh, no, that was right. I just forgot, I was one higher than the other. Oh, I did it one too far to the right. I should have done it one to the left, whoops. That was the problem with what I just did. That was the right spot, but I did it, it was vertically the right spot. Horizontally, I needed to be one to the left. So that it would have left the other two one tile down. So he would have been skull distracted. 5x5s are really weird. But yeah, that one's going to be super annoying at the high range. Anyways, but yeah, if I have time, I should hopefully later tomorrow, probably not earlier, but later tomorrow I hope to have a video going over all 37 of them. Which we kind of been messing around with the last few days since the patch. But yeah, just going to quickly go over, probably like a minute each, just kind of go over the team you're up against, the team that you would probably want to use, and go from there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it for some of them. I might just, because some of them that I don't really have the team for, I'll probably just explain... Oh no, I guess I'll have the team made for it too, because that means for every team I have, or every battle I have completely finished, which I'm not sure how many kingdoms that is. I want to say like 10 kingdoms I have fully maxed. But for those 10-ish kingdoms, I would have to, I'd basically have to build 2 teams. One is the enemy team, exactly how it is, and one is the actual team, so it can explain how to defeat the enemy team. But anyways, yeah, that'll be 37 teams then. Luckily, they're saved in their own little thingy. Oh, but that means I have to restructure, make every single one of those teams. Oh, that's going to take forever. But yeah, that video is going to have 37 team codes. But the problem with it is I can't copy-paste, like, 2/3 of them. Because if I go, let's say, to my Stormheim team right now, there's no way for me to grab this team code, for example. Like this run right here. I have no way to grab this team code. So, yeah, I would have to manually remake all of them. So not only do I have to do it for all the tier 10s, but yeah, I'd actually have to do it for all of them. Because obviously you'd want to have the team code for all 37 of them. That's one of the whole points in doing it. Though you can't copy-paste it, so is there really a point? Oh, no, yeah, you know what? I actually don't need the team codes. I can just put down what the words are. Because you can't copy-paste the team, so never mind. I can just put down what the words are. But that means we still have to type out the words for all 37. Which actually takes even longer than a team code almost in a sense, but shouldn't be too bad. Probably misspell like 10 of the words, no. But yeah, I forgot about that, duh. Team codes would be pointless, because you can't copy-paste them in, so I would have to put in the order of the 4 troops, rather than the team code, as the team code would do literally nothing. But anyways, guys, hopefully we'll have that out soonish. Hope you all have a wonderful week, wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.